Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. This is Tanush, and I wish all my viewers a very happy, prosperous, and healthy new year 2023. Right? So, uh, first of all, I would like to congratulate the Capricorn moon sign for going through their peak phase of Sadesati. So, the second phase of Sadesati you are done with, Capricorn moon sign guys, and it was quite intense, quite difficult. You might have gone through variety of situations, had different experiences, and a lot of learning as well. But it's part of life, right? So now the stressful period is gone, and you have entered the third leg of your Sadesati, the last phase. It's not going to be so intense for you guys, but again, you have to be aware that you are still in the third phase of Sadesati. Don't lower your guard. Play safe, but it's going to be a very relieving experience for you, the third phase especially. Now Sagittarius moon guys, again congratulations for graduating through your Sadesati. You are done with this phase of Sadesati. Again, you'll experience it probably after 27 years, right? And Aquarius moon sign, you guys have just entered the peak phase of Sadesati. And Pisces moon sign, you have embarked on the journey of your Sadesati. So be aware of that, right? So it's not to scare you guys, but just be aware of that. Now why I'm making this video is today, after a long time, I got some time and I was going through the comments of some of my videos, and I found two comments particularly very interesting, very good topics, and I thought I should speak about that, put forth my thoughts, my understanding as per my knowledge of astrology. So one comment was from Saurav Ghosh, I believe, and he was asking about the slowdown, especially in the IT field, I believe, and what would be the future trend. And second was from another person, and she was asking about the COVID situation, the coronavirus. Seeing the development in China, and who giving travel advisory, and a lot of hangama happening. So how it's going to be in 2023. So I would like to speak on that. About COVID happened due to certain reasons, due to certain astrologically, due to certain conjunction of planets, and especially Saturn Rahu, and Saturn getting into the sign of Capricorn in conjunction with debilitated Jupiter, Rahu and Ketu in the sign of exaltations, like Gemini and Sagittarius, and Taurus and Scorpio respectively. So all these things contributed a lot to the pandemic of COVID. So if you ask me, as per my reading, as per my knowledge, we are done with COVID, which means that we all have acquired that herd immunity, that we are now, our bodies equipped to fight with the new variants of COVID, which are going to be which are not going to be as strong as we experienced in the first and second wave, right? So they are going to be quite mild. So we have acquired that immunity, and COVID is there to stay. It's not going to go away, but it's like any other viral infection. So anyone gets that, they'll be down for 2-3 days, and then they'll come out of it, and life becomes normal. So it's like that. Now what is happening in China is a completely different scenario for two reasons. One is China never, I mean, we cannot trust the data which we are actually hearing from China, because it's always kind of manipulated. We are not sure what is happening, but surely there is one understanding that there was complete lockdown in China for these many days, right? So in contrary to what happened throughout the world, wherein there was lockdown for certain period of time, then vaccines came in and everything was open, and people started mixing in, and COVID was actually there, and everyone got in contact with COVID, somehow or other. They had all the symptoms of, at least in third wave, right? So it was infectious and almost everyone got it, and antibodies are there in the body right now, right? But this happened during that period, but for China it's happening now. It's happening now, and hence, you know, COVID would be rampant there, but eventually they would also build that herd immunity and they'll also come out of it. And there is also a, you know, a talk wherein people are saying that the Chinese vaccine was not very effective, so I'm not going to get into that, that's not my field, but probably that is one possibility. So if you ask me, we are done with COVID. People have acquired that immunity, we have vaccines in place which are quite effective, and I don't see anything coming in 2023 or anywhere in the near future, right? So that's about COVID. Now second thing, if we speak about the slowdown, there seems to be an environment of recession wherein there are layoffs happening, people are losing their jobs, some people are quite tense, situation looks quite gloomy, and you know, things are not clear. But astrologically, as per my understanding, I don't see any slowdown happening. In fact, this transit of Saturn, which happened yesterday into the sign of Aquarius, I would say that's going to be a good one, because Aquarius is the natural 11th sign in the Kal Chakra Kundali, and 11th house represents gains from the profession. So the way I understand is, this is the period where we actually gain from all the hard work, all the difficulties we have gone through, all the hard work we have put in. It's a time for gain. So fields like, you know, travel industry, pharma, insurance, medical, all those fields, even travel, would see you know, very good prospects, right? They'd see a bump in their profits and everything. Now if we talk about specifically about IT field, so one thing is, because we need to see the position of Rahu, Mercury and Jupiter as well. So Rahu now would be under the influence of Saturn, so Saturn would be aspecting Rahu with the third aspect, and so it's a different topic, I would not actually like to speak, but generally Rahu represents, you know, kind of Rahu is a very materialistic, very ambitious planet, you know, shadow planet, and it doesn't have any boundaries, whereas Saturn with its third aspect, it now tries to create boundaries around Rahu. So there is a conflict between both of them, right? But having said that, even though the situation might seem like that, so what I feel is, once Jupiter transits to the sign of Aries in April 2023, things are going to change a lot. So this situation, which is quite gloomy right now, will actually go away. So it's going to happen gradually, it's not going to happen suddenly, but slowly, you know, especially in the IT field, I see from April, you know, all this negativity of slowdown and all that will eventually fade away, right? So it's not going to happen soon, but surely, as per me, we are not going for any slowdown or anything, right? So we'll emerge for that, surely, from that. So these were my thoughts on, you know, this COVID and the slowdown. So if you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'll be back with another interesting video. Thank you so much for watching.